Hi there, everyone. This is Tina, and this is your message of the day for Monday, September the 18th, 2023. And this is a day that brings in the chance to be heard and to speak and to hear and to receive again through sound, but this time more through communicative sound. What does communicative sound mean? Basically, this is the day to really engage in meditation, in prayer, all forms of invocation, affirmations, engaging with the divine, receiving what you need to receive. If you're feeling alone or lonely, this is the day to speak up because Mercury has come out of retrograde. Now, you don't have to know all about astrology. Basically, you will feel a need in your heart to express and be heard and to be understood and to have that communication go somewhere. Or you have things that you've been just holding back on saying and you're just feeling it in your heart right now. Your heart just wants to be heard, you can say, to express. Those feelings have to come out. They're wanting to come out. So if you cannot speak to the person concerned, you can always speak with the angelic forces or just speak out even into a recording device and just remove that recording. Just surrender it into the universe, you can say, that you've let it go. But don't hold back. Don't hold it in. And don't keep procrastinating that I'll do it tomorrow or this will happen sometime. Whatever you want to, action steps will also be honored because Mercury is with us. Now, Mercury is basically known, of course, as the Roman god of communication. But that doesn't mean that's all he's for. There are many, many aspects associated with him. Again, don't go into astrology. Just look into his eyes and see what it is that you want to receive as a form of vibrancy to help you communicate. What is it that your heart, your higher self, the divine forces are communicating to you? What is it that you want to express? What is it that you want to understand? Change, learn, move on. All of that is present within his eyes. And if you see his hair, it's copper colored. Again, this is very much also merging with the energies of Archangel Gabriel, who very closely works with him. They're just of the different realms of heaven. It's just that they have their specialties and ways of expressing. That's also something you can find for yourself today. How is it that you express? Maybe you don't even know what vocabulary you have, what kind of communication you're good at, whether it is more empathic communication or whether you're good at motivating people, you're a good teacher, you're a good listener, whatever it is. But you're good at something, dear one. Honor that today. And how do you honor that? Again, by looking behind him at what seems to be like very unique forms of wings, right? They don't look like angelic wings and they're kind of bending in towards him. That's because this is heaven asking you to listen. Listen to also what it is that you're constantly communicating to yourself or picking up on from the past. Is it still regrets? Is it still I should have, I could have, I did not? And you're carrying those regrets and baggage around. This day, then remove that baggage. That's the form of communication also coming in. So communication is not just verbal today. It could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be even visual. It could be through sound, all forms of communication. But listen and let it go and be ready to transform. I wish to transform. You can use these words 1,000,000 times this day. And you will feel lighter for it. Your eyes will feel less heavy. The baggage will come off your thoughts. Even your back will feel different. Why? Because you've literally lifted stones of energy that you've been carrying off your back. So do this for yourself. And see the orb behind him? That's the orb of communication that is very much bringing in moment to moment all forms of communication from the various realms of heaven to you. So keep on just looking at that. And this time, when you look, whether thoughts come up or feelings come up, or desire to do something, or guidance, or an epiphany, all of that is valid. It's just communication because it's all integrated communication, affecting all the realms of your life, affecting all forms of receiving, understanding, all forms of receiving. So your intuition can also be enhanced this day. If you've always just been stuck on receiving information through symbols, through visuals, maybe this time you will receive it through sound and feeling to get you out of your box and your comfort zone. And he's smiling at you saying, go ahead and try a new form of receiving. You'll be shocked at what you can and are capable of doing. And if you see his third eye, it's so subtle, right? It's almost not visible. You have to kind of look at it. That's how you choose to be, that wherever you are, no matter what form of so-called stress and worry and baggage you're carrying with, you're not going to be dramatic. You're going to subtly take care of what you have to, communicate where you need to, but with grace, receptivity, knowing, love, and above all, compassion and caring. The baggage will come off. So you don't have to cry about it. Just receive what you need to receive. Do what you need to do. The divine forces are with you. But above all things, don't become negative and don't give up. Don't say, I'm just not going to even try. That's why that third eye is so subtle. It's saying the doorway of heaven is open to you, but you choose to listen, look, and see. You might say the third eye is usually connected to communication through visuals. Visuals can be also a huge topic of discussion. What form of vision? Is it a color? Is it a symbol? Is it the picture of a beloved loved one? Is it ancestors? Is it an angelic force or angels? Whatever. You'll receive it the way you need to receive it and the way that makes the most sense to you. And this day, communication is very swift, simple, graceful, and you receive it instantaneously. You'll get it. So just trust. The more trust you give to the form of communication you get this day, the further along you'll go. So just don't think about it. The more you do that, the more your intuition and the form of communication will flow and the baggage will get less and less and less. So do that for yourself also. And if you see his hair, how is it? It's not just for hairstyle reasons that it's curling to the left and right side in copper colors. That means you're molding yourself to the situation and to the form of communication that is needed for you and changing yourself. That's why you're being asked to not stick to just that one form of knowing that has become your comfort zone. That I'm just used to oracle cards or I'm just used to meditations, so I'm not going to try prayer. And I'm not going to try guided meditation or Reiki or energy healing because I'm scared of that. I've never done that. I don't know what I'll attract. Presume the best and you'll attract the best. So law of attraction, decide to put that in place somewhere. And so the right side is helping you with that also, the subtle steps over there. Take those steps, ask for guidance and help from your archangelic help, first of all, because they're easy to find and easy to connect with. Go ahead and look for that image on Google. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your knowledge. You're just choosing to learn. So don't think that you're backwards or something like that. Don't start to define yourself that way. And then ask for your guardian angel to come forward. under the canopy of care of the archangel that you've got with you, whoever it is, for whatever purpose that archangel has come forward. Because you have two hands, right? So one is for an archangel and one is for your guardian angel, and both are guiding you forward. For what? For whatever purpose. For whatever need it is that you need to go forward on. You choose your purpose, you choose your intention, you choose your method of communication, and trust the name then of the archangel or the image of the archangel, however it comes to you. And when you find it successfully online, pat yourself on the back for having found it. And then ask your guardian angel to reveal themselves to you. Again, pat your other shoulder. You've done a form of communication already for the day, so the day can only get better. And then look back at this image, and if you see, again, his throat seems to be covered in layers. That is again giving you the chance to start expressing yourself, but don't jump into it. Just instantaneous reaction would be good, subtle, soft. Trust your intuitive feelings. This time, your mind and heart will work together. Something that you do which is correct for you, or is the correct path, or is divinely guided, will feel good. The vibration of your chakra points will also change. It'll feel lighter. It'll vibrate differently, pulsate. But your heart will be happy just because you chose correctly. And your mind will almost give you then the next step. Like, this is what you should have done, and now you're doing it. The should have, just change it to I am. Because again, should have is a form of criticism to yourself. Leave the should have to the left side of the wing to be cleared and transformed. And then the right side of the wing that is behind him is then giving you the communicative steps forward. How is it then that you invite the future that you want to step into to yourself? What is it that you want to focus on? What is it that you want to trust? Who is it that you want to trust? What form of communication do you want to apply? And what form of communication actually do you want to also trust? All of that is covered in the wings. And this is literally going out from the left and right side of your crown. So whatever you're thinking and saying I am, and working with the divine and giving yourself a chance to succeed and believe, and asking for more and more activation of your chakra points, of your heart, of your intuition, just choosing to trust that a huge bubble of light is guiding you forward. You will only go forward because you chose to believe, and your higher self is activated. Your intuition is flowing. Your aura is shining because you're just putting all the correct, you can say, food into it. So it's being fed, it's vibrant, it's alive, and you're going forward. Because of that, you will only go forward. Just choose to go forward. There's no backward for you. And now if you see what he has in front of him, it's a very interesting garment, you might say, because he's not really wearing anything. That's because you're completely receptive to all forms of divination, of divine guidance, of healing, of support, of the presence of the divine. And for that, you just have to be literally available. There's no part that you hide back. So that's why he's completely available. And one part of this garment is got a seal on it. That means wherever it is that you feel cut off, for whatever reason you feel cut off, that seal, literally the gold seal of communication, will help you remove that obstacle or block. You don't even have to know what it is. For this, just ask this seal that is over here, helping his garment to stay in place, to find that chakra point within you, which seems blocked off, and put the golden and blue and white light. Golden, blue, and white, triad colored. All over you, but especially into that point. And say, let that be now released. I now release. I now clear. I now allow divine communication to come to me regarding. I ask for divine communication to help me change and heal. I ask divine communication to help me. If there's some obstacle even to manifestation, to going forward, to release that fear, whatever that reason might be, you don't have to know it. Just choose to go forward. Don't sit there with all the reasons to fail that you usually do. That's when obstacles come up. I can't succeed in this because. If that comes up, just say, release this form of thinking. Change my thought process immediately. Ask for immediate change this day. You're not being ridiculous. And as you were told earlier, you're not being dramatic. You're asking to remain more and more in focus with the divine. It's that much easier to remain with the divine if you choose to remain in the divine and not find reasons to go here and there and go astray. And if you see in front of him is something that you might have seen with another archangel, you can call upon him also right now. Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing for every purpose. He usually carries an emerald green caduceus with golden white light. If that comes to you right now, do not question it. Merge with it and bring it more to this process of working with Lord Mercury, Divine Father Mercury. And use this caduceus now to balance, to heal, to bring into focus anything in your emotional energy, in your thoughts, in your body, your physical body, wherever you're hurting. If you have financial issues, if you have blockages of communication with family members, disharmony with friends, disharmony at work, disharmony at actually finding a form of working or a profession that speaks to your heart, maybe that disconnect is happening, to find your actual life purpose. Maybe you actually want to start writing or do something creative and you've been holding back on that because you're just not able to find the right form of communication to express your idea, your inspired idea to the world. Ask for that inspiration to be healed. Ask for Archangel Metatron to literally give you the physical steps and write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fine. It's not being ridiculous to do that. Why? Because you're giving yourself a focus point. At least you'll do something if you have even one step in place. And this stand over here is your stand, your holy stand. Hold it. Literally hold it in your hand, in one of your hands. Whenever you feel yourself going astray again, going all over the place, getting confused, disoriented, giving into momentary concerns, giving into body. See why you're going into incorrect position. Literally touch this caduceus and ask, what is wrong right now? What do I need to balance? What do I need to heal? What do I need to know? And you'll come back to where you need to be. It's that simple. And that's why if you see, he's just wearing a thin, what seems to be like a cloth that is covering him, but is going to his back. So this is some kind of a veil covering you, how you choose to use it, what purpose you choose to balance. It could be just a very small section of your life. That's why it's so tiny. And one portion of the shawl has symbols on it. So again, you could ask for some holy symbol to merge with your body, mind, and spirit. But basically, get the weight off your chest and speak up with love. You'll be heard. Ask him for whatever you need. Ask the angels. Ask your spiritual team. Ask the gods and goddesses, the divine ones you believe in. Engage in meditation and prayer and invocation, but just communicate this day to yourself, to others, in every way. Don't hold back. You will be heard. Divine ones want to hear you, want to heal you, want to help you, and want to reveal the change and inspire change that wants to come to you if you choose to accept it. Your best and highest future is ready for you. Just communicate what it is that you lack or feel like a sense of lack about within this day. Because it starts with today, and your tomorrow is already here. It's just ready for you in your hand. I choose to receive. Receive whatever comes to your mind through the day. The keepers of the light will send it your way. And so this is given to you by the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And Kyle can be reached at kylegray.co.uk. And the superb feeling of heaven and communication from heaven and the Akashic spaces comes to you through the artwork of Lily Moses. And Lily can be reached at lilymoses.com. And this is Tina signing off for now. So do not feel the sense of lack, and within this moment, pick up the abundance that is yours. Bye for now.